So they're just trying to get the level high, you know, and it's a very tough thing to do because the water will still come here. So like this house is all sunk, you know, all sunk due to the floods. So this happens mostly on the wetland areas, riparian areas, you know. So these are the repercussions now, kind of a floods. Have to penetrate through it. A very tough way. So there are wire electricity poles here, so it's tricky situation here. If I've been able to pass here, tricky situation. Look at this area. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where we are watching from. My name is Sande. Welcome to this amazing YouTube channel. It's Sande, coming live here in Kiambu County. So today, I just wanted to have an experience outside there, the busy place that I live, which is in Gachie. So I went to out of Gachie, a little bit like more than 4 kilometers out of Gachie, to just do a stroll and move around and have that experience of the silent parts, you know. Sometimes it's very good for you to just get out of your noisy places and experience the beautiful areas that are out of your congested, you know. For me, I'm a guy who loves more of silent areas. So if it's your first time here, please consider subscribing the channel, and if you're a frequent viewer, thank you so much for coming back to watch this amazing YouTube channel. We're heading to 3,000 subscribers, so let's move around. I just want to show you how silent the place is, how beautiful it is in terms of trees, the houses that are coming up, you know, so the new developments in this particular area. And let's try and see if it's worth a place that you might consider living, you know, keeping in mind it's outside the noisy city. So let's go, guys. Little bit of traffic snarl up. I was trying to explore this area here, which is Gachie, the outskirts of Gachie, and see if people have started doing the like farming and how silent it is, keeping in mind school kids are going to school now, so it's more of a silent place at the moment. I really love this village look-alike, you know, it's village look-alike setup. Very beautiful Tower of Hope apartment. People are building inside deep. Because nowadays it's like the more you get out of the city, the better life you have, you know. Look at this, all these places, they just look amazing. Just need to fix the road. If they fix these roads here, everything will be fine. No, whenever it rains and the sun comes out, the environment is always very good. On weekends, this place is really busy. But now it's better because it's not that busy. It's not that busy. Just look at this lovely path we are walking in. From that side there, going to this other side. So normally this road, sometimes it's very dusty. If you come here when it's not rain, when it hasn't rained. But now it's really a very nice road to do a walk because there's no dust at all. You know. So the dust issue has been sorted out. So sometimes I just tend to get out of the noisy places, you know, and try to explore the silent areas, especially when the schools are on course, you know, because when the schools closes, you have a lot of people around here moving up and down. But now at this particular time, it's purely silent, you know, very silent. Big eucalyptus tree there, very massive eucalyptus tree. Preparing their farms to plow their land, to plant some maize. So according to me, sometimes I tend to think and love more of areas that are away from the noisy places. You can see this other side, people are building here. There's a school somewhere here, you know. It's a place that you can be able to move and live here, but now the issue is about accessibility. You have to a little bit do a small walk before you access your areas, you know. So let's continue, guys. Big avocado tree there. To this side, the people still have farms. They are planting, they are growing some maize, napier grass, different types of crops. They are still growing them here. It's a good thing because they are able to get organic food like vegetables, you know. Something that is happening here, they're trying to come up with tall buildings here to accommodate the demand. The demand is so high. Reason being, people used to work in Nairobi. Nowadays they tend to come to these areas they tend to come and live at these areas here. So the demand is slightly bit higher now at the moment compared to some few years back where the demand was not that big. Some sheep and goats grazing here. Some more schools, this other area. There's a school called the Bridge. It used to be a very big private school. The Bridge. Famous, not big. It was a famous school. Some dogs barking. I think they've had the goats and the sheep. Funny thing, this sheep, they have no owner around, just grazing on their own, and they'll get back home later. Normally what happens here, unlike in the deep villages whereby you have to take care of your sheep, because if you don't, they tend to go and get into people's farms. But here you can just leave them, they graze, and later on you're gonna go and pick them. You know, they just go, even not to pick them, they just get back home. But in the villages, you have to really look after them, because when they go into private farms, they will feed on the crops there and to bring some issues around. So that's the difference between grazing in Nairobi. In the village, they are buying something here. Poor drainage here. Move on this other side. Oh, it's a little bit of poor drainage when it rains, you know. For instance, the water tend to accumulate here. Because people are walking on this other side because of the mud. So in the month of April, we are close to April, and now it's really raining. The skies are really dark. It might be raining for the next 2 months. So expect more rains, expect more cold temperatures, you know. Because that's what's happening now in the near future. People are building here, which is something good. Real development is coming up. Time in, time out. This soil is really sticky, so sometimes it causes some more problems. It's a church we were heading to called it's a Catholic church. Tall, nice buildings coming up. You can see on the right side. Very tall. Massive, yeah. They're doing the finishing up. So still moving and exploring these areas. And guys, I've always done a video about, I've shown you some areas, most of the live streams, about now the problem with this particular place, which is Gachie. So most of these lands here, they used to be what we call riparian areas, but now people came up with styles of grabbing the land or making use of the land by filling some soil, then you construct a building, you know. And today I want to show you one of the disadvantages of doing that, you know, because whenever it rains, the water will normally go where it's supposed to pass, you know. You cannot really divert the river 100% or the drainage of the water 100%. You need a lot of manpower to do that. But now, normally when it rains, it still causes some problems here. So there's a place that it normally floods, and it flooded at a very bigger high rate until the owner had to vacate the house because it all flooded. No one could live in that house. One, because of the mosquitoes, and also when it gets flooded, you cannot be able to really sustain the pressure because you have to. The floor is very wet, and also the place is really dirty, you know. And so that's what's happening most of the time here. So I want to show you one part that has already flooded. People are really struggling to move around there. This thing that is happening in Gachie at many this area here. There's a school on the right, and there's a house that people vacated some few months back. No one lives here at the moment because of the floods. This is what is happening here now, you know. We're trying to get this place trying to. This house is all vacated. I think there are less people who live here now. This is what we call land reclamation. We try to reclaim land in a wetland area, and it's a very tough thing that it's very hard for you to win, you know. So it's a tough thing. So all this place is vacated, you know. Someone just lost the investment because of building it in a very wrong place. No? So you build a house in a land that is in a ditch. At the end of the day, that's how you lose it. You lose it all, you know. So the only option they have is to demolish all that building there and raise the ground so that they may be able to have clients. You know, no one can live in that area at the moment. No one can live there. No one at all, you know. So this other side, they're trying to raise it up, you know. But the challenge, this area looks like more of a devastated area. People are trying to look at what's happening here, you know. These houses are sinking, coming a very tricky situation. Let me see this other side. Same case here. They're trying to raise the soil, but now the person who built this house is in serious stress. It's a tricky situation here. So now this is Gachie, Chemka Road. A road that has never been built for a very long time. So people call it a campaign road. So in the evening it's very busy here.
Karibu customer. 600 bag karibu customer. Na pia tunakuzia simu za mkopo karibu customer. Na pia tunakuzia simu za mkopo karibu customer. 600 bag karibu customer. 600 bag karibu customer. Na pia tunakuzia simu za mkopo karibu customer. Na pia tunakuzia simu za mkopo karibu
So this area has like valleys, hills and valleys, kind of a hills and valleys area. Hills and valleys. That's why sometimes you find that some areas are really flooded, some are okay. That's not the challenge of this particular place. Now the tricky situation here. The pickup transporting some construction materials. This is some more silent areas. Just to end it here, the path here. Some strong walls here that helps to sustain the pressure of water. But there's no drainage, that's a problem. No drainage on this road here. It becomes a disadvantage now, because the less drainage they are, the more chances of flooding coming up, you know. We need to have a very nice drainage system here. That's the problem now, this area. So guys, I have seen how tricky situation it is here at the moment during the rainy season. So rains are good, but sometimes when they come, when you don't have a very nice plan or a very better place to live, you end up messing up everything. So Gachie being like not a flat area, it's kind of a low up area, and when the demand of the houses is very high, people are really risking and just getting to live anywhere, build anywhere, even a place where it's kind of a water road where water passes. So that's not the challenge here. But now this thing is, when you are looking for a house, you need to check, try your best and search for the house during the, you do house hunting during the rain season, so that you're able to know which areas are more of flooded areas. So that's the challenge. And the house that you have seen, the thing is that there are less, close to 0 people in that house, because it flooded in a very big state. It was really a tricky situation there. So that's it, guys, for today. If the first time here, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to like, comment, and also to be part of this amazing community. So thank you so much, and see you in the next video.